Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be having a look at Donkey Kong Country 1 on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Quite a good game, quite a fun game. It's also two-player co-op or versus. I'll explain that a bit more when I get onto it. For now, as you can see, standard 3 files of play. So there you go, here we go. You can have one player, two-player contest or two-player team. What that means is two-player team. One of you plays as Donkey Kong, one of you plays as Diddy Kong. However, two-player contest, you play as both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, but you take turns and you see who can beat a world the fastest. So, two different types of two-player mode there. Quite a few worlds and levels on the game. It's very similar to Mario how the worlds and levels are done. However, there aren't any power-ups for you to collect, but there are animals. There's a swordfish to help you on the underwater levels, there's an ostrich to help you fly about a bit. Rhinoceros to help you smash into secret walls, and a frog to help you jump high. As you can see there, I've just went into Kong's banana hoard and all of his bananas are gone. So that's the whole point of the game. You've got to get all your bananas back. There we go, I've just got Panda there. So this is Panda's Diddy Kong. As you can see, both the characters look different and they do play different. Diddy Kong is much faster and has a much better jump, but he's a lot weaker because he's, well, smaller, so he can't destroy some of the more powerful, larger enemies. So certain enemies you will need Donkey Kong to go at. For instance, Diddy cannot jump and kill those enemies, but he can spin them, but Panda swapped it over to me, so I can just jump on them. That is a halfway barrel. Basically it's like a checkpoint, so you want to look out for those, especially on certain levels which are just so hard it's unbelievable. You can also get those golden items there which you may have just seen. It's the golden letters, once you collect Kong, gives you an extra life. The golden animals, once you collect 3 of them, give you a bonus game where you collect a load of smaller golden animals, and every 100 golden small animal you get an extra life. So both things get you a load of extra lives really. There are other bonus games hidden around, things like destroying an enemy a load of times, things like jump on a certain enemy's head a lot of times to get a load of bananas, so a little bit of variety there with the bonus games. Not much though, but still. The music on the game is fantastic, and unfortunately I'm currently on a level where I can't really show it off, so I'll have to wait to let you listen to that a little bit later on. But as you can see here, I've went from a nice sunny afternoon to a stormy night. The climate does change and the graphics on it are fantastic. You'll go from hot desert type arenas to snow-filled mountains, and it all looks pretty good.
Don't forget our favourite missions in the caves.
Oh yes, the cave missions. Especially the cave minecart missions. How much fun are they? And also the ones where the lights switch themselves off, so you're wandering around in absolute darkness. They're always amazing fun. You can always have some good fun on two-player with that, especially when one of you accidentally messes up and then you die right at the end of the level. Oh, how fun that is. As you can see there, the enemies do start to differ. There's loads of different types of them, but to be fair, once you've seen about 5 or 6 different enemies, then the different types just seem to change into different colours. So for instance, there's about 4 different bees and they all seem to do different things. Some you can kill with certain barrels, some just are invincible. So they're there for the long haul, and unfortunately they don't half get in the bloody way. End of every world there is a boss. Bosses range from things like giant beavers to, and I'm being serious with that, to giant bees, to giant barrels type things, so there's all sorts of different things really. Here we are in an underwater level. As you can see, everything looks really nice under here. For the SNES game, the graphics on this really were revolutionary. When there's only one of you, you can see these DK barrels, and basically by smashing into them you get your friend. You will be able to actually hear your friend trapped in there. As I've shown you earlier on, you can actually swap between your partners at any time by pushing the select button. So as you can see there, just constantly swapping around. However, if one of you gets hit, like I've just done there, the other one immediately takes over. So as I say, it flashes a bit there, so it gives you a little bit of a warning, so it's not truly immediate. So it does mean if your partner's otherwise engaged for a little bit, either he's currently downstairs making you a drink or something, then you can just hit the home button and you'll be quite safe with that. The music, as I see it, really is fantastic, and this is one of the levels that I personally think sounds the best, so I'm going to shut up for a little bit. You can, as you go along, find different coloured balloons, and the balloons are basically extra lives. You can get extra lives also by collecting 100 bananas, and as I said before, by collecting the golden letters to spell out Kong. But you can get different coloured balloons, and different balloons give different lives. The standard balloon is a red balloon, which just gives you 1 life. But you can get a green balloon for 3, I believe, and blue for 5. It might be the other way around. You can also get certain types of barrels, as you see there. These ones fire you about a bit. You can pick up certain explosive barrels and metal barrels, which will allow you to kill enemies easier and also find secret areas. There'll be sections where you're in barrels like we've just had, but you have to fire yourself manually, and you'll have to fire yourself from one barrel to another, which they take, right here. This takes a bit of skill. Unfortunately, Panda hasn't got it on the barrels. He'll be the first to admit that. He always gives me the barrel sections, and I'm not even that good at them either. So there, just try and get myself up to those barrel sections again quickly. And as if by magic, I'm up to the barrel section again. So here we go. As you can see, the barrel's moving, and you just have to hit the attack button and fire yourself out. So just have to get your timing right, really. Best thing to do is probably to fire a slight bit earlier than you'd think you'd need, because that seems to get you into the barrel pretty safely. These sections pretty easy, as you can see, but there will be parts where you'll have to move from a spinning barrel to a spinning barrel. And I see it pretty easy, and even I die. The barrel sections really are nightmares of the DK world. Other items, well, not items, level type things rather than real levels. You've got Cranky's cabin. You go in there and he gives you a few hints and tips, and also shouts at you and calls you young whippersnappers. You can go on to the purple Kong over here, who is Funky's Flights, and basically if you've unlocked Funky's Flights but haven't unlocked the save point, then it's very useful, because you go in here, you jump into the barrel, there we go, and it'll take you to the outer world map, and you can fly to any of the worlds on the game. Just go anywhere you want, and then go in and go to the save point, which is Candy Kong. So Candy Kong's just over here. It's sent me the wrong way. And basically, as I say, if you haven't unlocked the save point and you're desperate to save, then that's the best thing to do if you have unlocked Funky's Flights. Just fly back to a previous save point, jump in, and it lets you save. There you go. Pretty easy way to save on that then. I'll quickly show you one of the bosses here just before I leave the review, just so I can show you a little bit of the diversity of the game, really. Here we go, here's what I mean by the giant beaver. Just standard thing, really. You usually have to jump on the enemy, but sometimes you have to defeat them in other ways, but I won't tell you how because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.